this is Dr. Ragini from Jata Fertility Center, Gachipoli, Hyderabad. Let's know about PGT, pre-implantation genetic testing. So, who are the couples when we have to go for PGT? Not all couples are subject for PGT. PGT definitely improves the success rate in IVF, but then who are the specific indications or specific couples that we usually opt for PGT? So, before that, let's know what are the types of PGT. First is PGT-A, PGT-SR, PGT-M. So what is difference between each type is that first PGT is called pre-implantation genetic testing for aneuploidy. In this, the embryos that we obtain usually are biopsied, and these biopsied cells are sent for testing. Usually the testing reports gives us whether they are euploid. Euploid is one carrying a normal genetic material, or aneuploid carrying abnormal genetic material. So it is whether a euploid embryo or an aneuploidy embryo. So based on this, we can choose the embryos that are fit for transfer, and the success definitely improves when we opt for a PGT-A. The success drastically increases from 60 to 90% when we opt this type of testing. Next, coming to PGT-SR, pre-implantation genetic testing for structural abnormalities. In this, we will tend to know whether these embryos, when biopsied and sent for testing, whether they are carrying any structural abnormalities. When we say structural abnormalities, it can be something like inversions or microdeletions or reverse translocations. These are structural changes that happens in a chromosome. These structural changes can be known once the embryo has been sent for testing. And the third type of testing is PGT-M, monosomy. When we say monosomy, it is usually a type where monogenic disorders, where complete absence of one gene is detected, like hemophilias and any metabolic syndromes. Like when the first child is carrying any of these diseases, the couple tends to get apprehensive whether the second child is also having. Before they plan for the second pregnancy, we can test this embryo whether the same type of metabolic syndrome is present in the second embryo, and once it is not there or once it is not present, when it is normal, only then they can go for the transfer. So these are testing when metabolic syndromes can be eliminated. So what are the procedures and how do we go up till PGT? Is that initially the stimulation, the egg retrieval is all same, even but it is always by IVF. ICSI is by when we have to inject the sperm into the egg, and then these embryos are always taken up till blastocyst embryos, and these embryos are only biopsied. The smaller or the younger day 3 embryos are not taken for biopsy. So the potential ones are only taken up till day 5, and these are the embryos only that we need to subject for biopsy. To know more, please visit us so that you can clarify more doubts on PGT-A. Thank you.